Alrighty, good evening. I am the CEO of Prime, Cooper Wild. I'm here with Rihanna Jones, my head of legal, and Charlotte Tenebrady Steckert, the head of my public relations specialist. I would like to make a statement about me and co-founder Logan Paul being seen throwing bottles on the beach. Logan and I were testing a new design for a biodegradable bottle. We noticed that this spring break, especially, there were many instances of littering of our bottles, and we wanted to find a way to help this problem. We understand that the test could have been held in a more disclosed location. However, we were very excited to announce the release of the new biodegradable bottle, and that we wanted to start testing it immediately. In future tests, we will make sure to make our intentions clear and try to avoid more speculations. I will now hand off to our public relations specialist, Charlotte, to address any other concerns.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. At Prime Hydration, we were launched in 2022 under the founding company of Congo Brands. Logan Paul and KSI, both co-founders as well, are the face of the company. Old foes turned into friends. With many fitness drinks, consumers must sacrifice great flavor for the function and benefits of a fitness drink. That's where Prime comes in. Prime is creating new expectations for fitness drinks around the world that work for everyone. Prime has partnered with 10 different sports teams and 12 athletes, with more to come in the future. We in no way are connected to the roofing that has been reported, as well as the spring breakers' excessive partying in Miami. So I leave you with this message from our founders. We created Prime to showcase what happens when rivals come together as brothers and business partners to fill the void where great taste meets function. We dropped our first product, Prime Hydration, in 2022, and since then we've continued to work countless hours to expand in retailers, reach new markets, and formulate new products we know you'll love. We've been humbled by the process of creating a real brand and surpassing some of the biggest beverage companies in the world. As underdogs, we always cherish the opportunity to show the world what's possible. Now that we're both fighting for the same team, we truly believe the sky's the limit. From KSI and Logan Paul. I will now open up to questions. Yes.
George Stephanopoulos, ABC News. I've got a bottle of Prime right here, and I'm wondering if I open this and drink it, you can guarantee me 100%. There's a lot of caffeine, a lot of cool, a lot of your product in there. You can guarantee me 100% that if I open this and drink it, I'm not going to go into an epileptic fit.
So what you're holding is actually our Prime Hydration product. It has no caffeine in it. That is specifically for our sports line. But when looking at our caffeine products, with every drink that has caffeine in it, there comes risks. But our brand is no different from our competitors, Red Bull and Celsius. There's 200 milligrams of caffeine in there's 200 milligrams in the 8-ounce cans that we provide, which is the standard in our industry.
So can you guarantee me I'm not going to go into an epileptic fit if I drink this before my next show?
Well, I cannot guarantee you. The risk is very, very low. However, every individual obviously reacts to different ingredients differently based on their physical abilities. Yes.
Allison at ABC News. The face of your company, Logan Paul, was seen in a vlog tasering 2 rats on the balcony only after a couple weeks after the Suicide Forest vlog. What makes you think that's okay to promote?
So Logan Paul is one of our faces at our company. However, he has grown a lot since then, as many individuals can. Our company strives for the fact that anyone can create themselves again and grow and learn. Whereas, take Logan Paul and KSI, for example, they were huge rivals in the boxing industry specifically. And since then, they've come together and made this extremely different brand out there. While we do not condone animal cruelty at all, we are definitely taking steps to make the world a better place, specifically with our biodegradable bottles right now. Yes.
Barack Obama, CNN. My good friend, New York Senator Charles Schumer, has requested that the FDA investigate Prime for its marketing and caffeine content. Any response?
As of right now, we have not heard of anything specifically pertaining to that issue. Again, we are solely reliable on the federal regulations for caffeine and hydration standards for any drink. And we are comparable to every other caffeine energy drink on the market. Yes.
Morning, Elizabeth, NPR News. Why does Prime have a warning that minors shouldn't be drinking Prime? Isn't your whole brand marketed towards the younger generation?
That is a very good question. So, for our Prime hydration line, that is the one that is more marketed towards minors because it's safe for them to drink and not worry about being overcaffeinated. We have that warning on there so that parents and children can be responsible with the use of caffeine products. The daily limit is 400 milligrams of caffeine. In our bottles, there's only 200. If a child were to consume that, that's their prerogative. However, we do not condone that, as we do have the limit advertised. Yes.
Vicente Estrada, NBC News. KSI, yet another face of your company, was just seen using racial slurs in a recent video. What comments do you have on that?
Everyone makes mistakes. That's part of human nature. However, KSI has told us and his audience that what he's going to do to better himself. He has written a formal apology on all of his social media platforms and addressed it in a YouTube video that was posted last week. Obviously, we do not condone any of that rhetoric or attitude toward any race, and we are supportive of inclusivity in our brand. Yes.
Allison Goodwin, why did you promote your product to the spring breakers when you knew they would litter?
There's no way of knowing that anyone can litter. Secondly, we promote our products to spring breakers because they are the age range that typically follow our brand. We are the underdogs in our industry, and they are one of our biggest supporters. When we heard the news that spring breakers were littering, our CEO came up with the idea to create biodegradable bottles to ensure that in the future this wouldn't happen again, but we took it very seriously. Yes.
Why wouldn't people just buy Gatorade? It's way cheaper.
Well, it may be cheaper depending on the country that you are in. Our product is known for great taste and where it also meets function, whereas we saw that with Gatorade and other brands that was lacking, and that was a big thing that consumers were reporting on. So we wanted to create something for those who don't like that. So, yes.
What do you have to say about the recall that Prime faced in January of this year?
Well, there was a recall. We took every measure to make sure that no one was harmed in our product. We were able to get that out relatively quickly when we noticed that this issue happened. Again, lots of companies have had to recall items every now and then. We took it as a learning experience, though, and have implemented new strategies in our production line specifically in order to avoid that ever happening in the future. Yes.
Many countries have had to ban Prime for over-fortification of vitamins and labeling issues. How could it possibly be safe to drink?
Again, I am going to direct you to the daily limit. Even on our Prime Hydration, there is a daily limit. It's 400 milligrams. If you're drinking responsibly, which we always promote, you will not have an issue with overhydration or over vitamin use. Yes.
Fox News report on the Jesse Waters show had his assistant Johnny drink Prime Energy, and he was acting bizarrely in a, quote, frenzied manner. Do you have any comment on that?
As there were no scientists present and he was not tested, I cannot say that this was a true reaction. Well, people can react differently to different products. In this instance, we do believe that it was exaggerated. Yes.
Olivia Rodrigo has over 100 million followers across all of her social media. How is Prime going to recover from the damage this has done?
So, could you explain what damage you're referring to?
Olivia Rodrigo's being roofied at the Prime event.
Okay. So, Olivia Rodrigo being roofied at the Prime event, again, this was not anyone connected to our company. We hold these events in order to promote ourselves with influencers who are one of our main advertising sources. We, again, do not condone any underage drinking, and we ID'd every single person at that door. Obviously, we cannot control select individuals from doing harm to others, but at Prime, we encourage morals and ethics that align with our company. Yes.
Jake Paul was seen promoting Celsius just last year and even became an ambassador for the brand. What's your comment on that?
Jake Paul is not Logan Paul. They are brothers, and where they do support themselves as because they are family. And Logan Paul definitely thinks that family values are held higher than most. Logan Paul and Jake Paul's business, they keep separate. And that's all I have to say on that. Yes.
Prime's cans, 200 milligrams per 12 ounces, is the equivalent to about half a dozen Coke cans or nearly 2 Red Bulls, but this is supposed to be healthy for athletes and even non-athletic people?
Again, referring to the daily limits, we comply with FDA regulations, whereas we do cater more towards the athletic department of use. Everyday people can use it safely. Yes.
What kind of financial damage has been done to your company because of these preventable scandals, and will you survive?
We have very loyal customer bases, which we are very thankful for. Every scandal or case that has come out about us, we have been able to turn it around, fix the problem, address it, and take actions to prevent that from happening in the future. And that's proven with our customers that we care about them and their safety. Yes.
When celebrities turn on your brand, how do you expect to survive?
We partner with select influencers and select celebrities. Again, we cannot control individuals, specifically celebrities. Their voices are just louder than individuals who aren't celebrities. Our brand will survive because we have loyal customers, and the celebrities that do support our brand, their fans are very trusting as well. Yes.
Do you want to apologize for all the heart issues that you quote-unquote energy drinks has caused?
Well, I express my deepest sympathy towards any issues that our product might have been involved in pertaining to too much caffeine intake. I will again state that we have our recommended daily intake, and it is of the responsibility of the individual. However, we do acknowledge that this is something that's been happening, and we've been posting many different things since that did happen on our accounts to stress that they need to stick to the daily limits as to avoid this happening in the future. Yes.
Have you tested for toxic reactions when your drink is poured in Stanley cups? If not, why not? And if so, how could you allow this toxic brew?
Stanley Cups and Prime are in no way related to our company. We are not sponsored by them. So when it comes to testing, no, we have not. However, it is safe to drink out of any other bottle, but we recommend sticking to the Prime bottles because those are the ones that are guaranteed safe because they're connected to our company. Yes.
You just stated that drinking out of the Prime bottles was safe. What happened to Olivia that night then?
To revise my statement, drinking our product out in the Prime bottles is safe. In fact, what happened to Olivia, in our eyes, can be avoidable as well because we put a clear bottom in all of our Prime hydration drinks so that customers can see if anything was contaminated before drinking it. In regards to that, though, that was an uncontrollable risk.
So it was Olivia's fault.
No. It wasn't Olivia's fault. It was the offender's fault. It's difficult to place blame in these situations because we do our best at making sure that whoever comes in our event doors have been checked, background, social media, their prior accusations. So we think that we did do our part. However, there's always more that can be done, and we stand with victims at Prime Hydration, and in this case, Olivia was not a victim of our product, but a victim of an individual. Yes.
George Stephanopoulos, ABC News. You think Olivia has unfairly maligned your company and she's mistaken, and even though she's got millions and millions of followers, that she's an idiot and doesn't understand? Do you think she's doing something unfair to your company?
Our company does not sponsor Olivia Rodrigo. We invited her to the event because we wanted to reach out and make connections, and that's how we do it with our brand. Olivia's
unfair to your company by essentially blaming you.
In no statement has Olivia Rodrigo blamed us.
Okay. And I want to know who runs this company. Is it you or the CEO?
That would be our CEO, Cooper Wild.
And why is the CEO not speaking when you are?
I'm speaking because I am specifically trained in public relations, and our CEO, Cooper Wild, is more of an overseer, whereas he 100% knows exactly what's going on in all of these scenarios and cases. I am the person that deals with public press.
So you are the official spin master in the company, and he can't answer the questions. Is that what I'm to assume as a result of this?
Spin master is very harsh terminology. I would say that I am the best to deal with public relations, but in no way am I spinning any of these cases that have happened.
Is he incapable of answering the question?
No.
Then why isn't he answering them? He runs the company, you just told me.
Again, I'm the public relations specialist. It's my job to interact with the public. Cooper Wild has many responsibilities as a CEO. And to be able to just handle the public, that is handling our customers and press and public, that is a job entirely worthy of its own title. If Cooper Wild had all of those jobs, he would be a very bad CEO. But because we have these select titles and select people to handle these situations, Cooper is able to focus on his specific duties.
Let me ask you then, as a specific question then. if you're gonna answer all the questions. And that is, you've said numerous times in this press conference that you want people to read the labels. Do you have any evidence of any place where people read the labels on an energy drink before they actually consume them? They don't just do it because of, they're thinking fast and drinking, drinking because all their friends are.
If I jumped off a bridge, would you?
Well, of course not.
Exactly. So when we say to read the labels, again, this is a personal decision. There are many instances where people don't read things properly. Have you ever seen the acknowledgments and agreements when you download something new from the App Store? How many people actually read that? Very few. Is the information there, though, for the customers who want the information? Of course, always.
So this is a consumer beware. And I would jump off the bridge if I thought I had a bungee cord on. And so I might jump off the bridge because I think companies act responsibly. So, I might do something that's a little crazy, like drink an energy drink. So, I mean, can you assure me that if my friends do it, I'm acting responsibly?
Again, we have many, many customers who are loyal and have not had any issues with our energy line. Can I guarantee you 100% that nothing will happen to you if you consume it? No, no one can. However, compared to other drinks on the market, like renowned Red Bull and Celsius, our product aligns a lot with their ingredients too. So
how do you differentiate your product from products like Red Bull and things like that? Are you saying that your product is the same? Is it better, or?
Our product specifically focuses on when great taste meets function, and that was a complaint that we heard in the athletic industry, as well as people who like energy drinks. A lot of the times they feel they have to sacrifice something for another, and usually that's either taste or function. And our energy drink specifically focuses on meeting both criteria.